Well, I'm joined by Dyer with, I'm sure, a very heartening and encouraging 3-0 victory today. I mean, it's been a funny week, hasn't it? A good win last week, disappointing performance midweek, and then a bit of pressure felt today to put in a performance.
Yeah, I think Dale said it yesterday. I think, if we win today, it's probably overall been a good week, but certainly after Tuesday night, it felt like a bit of a downer after the high of Torquay, and I think the lads have really had to respond today. And I think you could probably see a little bit of pressure second half when we were 1-0 up, and maybe we were a bit tentative with our passing and couldn't quite get out, and Kings Lynn put us under a lot of pressure during that middle spell of the second half. So we knew it was important to stay on the front foot. I think that was one thing we knew we had to do today was keep taking the game to them and trying to get the second goal. And the second one came at a great time, and then obviously the third one's the icing on the cake today. But the boys have earned that. I did sense a bit of pressure and they were a bit tentative today, but another wholehearted performance, and I think overall we've deserved to win the game.
And the first half was a pretty even affair, and particularly with Kiwomia down the right, they were getting on the back foot at times, weren't they? And our two new guys, I thought they slotted in pretty well for first games, really, didn't they?
Yeah, listen, they're a good side, Kings Lynn. I saw them on Tuesday night against Notts County. They drew 2-2, but they probably should have won the game. They'd be disappointed they haven't won the game. So we watched that in the week, and we knew it would be a tough game today. They're a good footballing side. They've had some really good performances and results this season. So we knew what we were up against. We knew we'd have to kind of combat that and then go and ask questions at the other end. And I think, like you said, the additions of Nico and Ashford, highlighted, I think, in our attacking play. I thought, Nico got hold of the ball for us. His back to goal play was very good. He was strong and he brought others into play. And Ashford, we knew what we were getting. We've been tracking him for a while, and he's a player that we like because he's full of energy. He'll run in behind. He'll score goals with his head. He's got a great left foot as well, and he's definitely a threat when he gets up there. So great for him to get his goal, and I thought his all-round play, especially in the first half, was a real shining light for the boys.
Yeah, and he, I think 20 minutes in doing the commentary, I thought, well, he's going to be the man of the match, because he did. And then it's almost like Jamal Loza sparked into life and was almost unplayable for much of the game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I've just said the Jams there, just at the end of the game. I said when he plays like that, there's no one better in the league of his type. He was every time he got the ball, it looked like there was going to be a goal at the end of it, whether it was him crossing or him getting a shot off. He's unlucky with one that's hit the post. There's a couple of other ones that have flashed across. Great ball for Ashford for the first goal as well, and then he's got his goal in the end. Jaden's done great to chase it down and put it on a plate for him, and actually coming across the finish is quite a difficult one because it's kind of bobbling across and there's a defender there, and he kept his composure nicely. So that's the Jamal Loza we signed, and we've just got to now, us and him, keep him at that level, because when he's at that level, and he's a frightening player to play against.
And in second half we stuck to it, didn't we? I mean, they were never out of the game, were they, Kings Lynn? Really, they stuck at it, and we went toe to toe with them, really.
We did. I think that's the fourth clean sheet in 6 games now, which is credit to the back four and Rossi and the boys in front of them. It's a team effort, but I think especially that back five, they've been doing well recently. But I really think they've had to earn that today. Playing against Michael Gash, he's an absolute handful. He made it really, really difficult for the centre halves to come over the top of him and head the ball, and he was always causing problems. And then you've got Mitchell running beyond that, and the midfielders. So they were always a threat, and even at 2-0 and even at 3-0, we couldn't relax back there, and we kept trying to shout on clean sheet, let's get behind the ball and make sure we're organised. And we've had to work really hard for that today. And as most games at this level, you've had to be good, in possession and out of possession. And I thought we saw all those different sides of the game today, which was good, but still could improve. I don't think it was a best performance in terms of what we had out there. There was some things we still need to improve on, but I certainly think off the back of Tuesday, the boys deserve a hell of a lot of credit. They came in for some stick on Tuesday from inside and outside the club, and I think to respond with a 3-0 home win, I think everyone can admit that's a good day at the office.
Big morale boost. I mean, Jaden Wareham, as you were saying, it would be easier for a young player to sort of blast the ball when he did it, but he just laid it very coolly across.
He did, and he did, and even for Ben Gerrans, he's cut the ball back, he's kept it alive at the back post, and he comes alive in the penalty box, and for both of his assists today. And by the way, I think he's really unlucky on the one. I mean, we'll have to watch back on the video, but for me, it looked like it was in. The linesman didn't have a good view of it. That's what he said, but it looked from the players' reaction that the ball had crossed the line by at least a yard, and if that's the case, Jaden's unlucky not to grab another goal today. But it will come for him. Listen, he came on and he made an impact. We knew Nico would only have about an hour in him. We knew that coming in, and I thought we just got probably about what we could have out of him today. And Jaden came on and was a threat and has set 2 goals up again. So he's definitely contributed to the win.
So Sniffer Gehring, the striker in the 6-yard box.
Yeah, the new Heidi, tucking it away on the goal line. There wasn't much of a debate about it, but I'm sure the video will show that up. But again, you've got to be in there. We looked a threat. I thought some of the set pieces coming in from both sides today, we caused some problems for that. And with the size we've got in the team and attacking wise in the air, we should be scoring more goals from things like that. And similar to the Sutton one with Napa a couple of weeks ago, we've kept it alive on the second phase, and it's a nice little tap in for Gehring to open his account for the season, I think.
And finally, Borehamwood Tuesday. I saw Mark Ricketts play today and Kieran Murtry on the bench. Were obviously great working players of the past, so it's always nice to see them coming back. And but it'll be a tough game, won't it? Because they're
always tough. And actually, we played them 3 times in the last 2 seasons in the league, and we've lost by 1 goal in all 3 of the games. And actually, I think we probably deserve more, especially last season, both home and away. We probably should have won 1 game and at least drawn the other one. So we've just been on the wrong side of 3 results against them, and we know it's always going to be a tough game. Listen, Luke's a good manager. He's got a very, very good squad there. They've put together a good squad. Yeah. A lot of players like Ricketts and Murtagh have been there a while, but also some good additions this year. They've spent well this year, and another team that will be expecting to finish in the top 7 this season. So again, the games come thick and fast, and they don't get any easier. But we'll be up for it then. I think, just said to the lads there, we felt like this last Saturday of a good win and let ourselves down Tuesday. So we've got to make sure we follow up today with a better performance on Tuesday, despite it being a tough game. That will give us some confidence today. So we'll go into that one full guns blazing and ready to go and win.
Brilliant, thanks Ian. Well done today. Look forward to Tuesday.
Cheers, Nico.
Okay.
Thanks, mate.